Hey guys, how are ya? Just thought I'd check in, see how everybody's doing. Happy Thursday and all, Friday Eve. Just thought I'd give you guys a little chat here tonight. Nothing major. I have something planned, but I think I'm going to put it up as a video, so I'll post that. So that's what I'm going to do. To give you a little hint, he was a DJ in the 50s, and that's all I'm going to say. I think most of you who put two and two together, you'll know who it is. So I hope everybody's having a good day. I don't know if everybody got my announcement that I was going to do live. It's kind of impromptu. Today I have the Ellen Freed things going on, but hey, Lancer, how you doing, guy? Good to see you. Long story short is I will be doing the video for this, and then what I'll do is have a discussion maybe afterwards. But this is just a live chat, nothing special, just to say hey and see what everybody's up to on a Thursday. Um, just it's very laid back today. I've kind of had an interesting week. Oh gosh, hey Mr. Keith, how's it going? How's it going by you guy? What you guys been up to this week? Anything fun? Anything special? I also want to give you folks the opportunity to, you know, give me any advice or give me something that you would want to see. I'm trying to follow sort of the main work of like pop culture, and also a little bit of you know, I would say, gosh, I'm losing the words. Just not, I wouldn't say, hey, I'm all right. I'm hanging in there. Thank you. Retro Nerd Girl had something on Tuesday, and her uh, daily chat yesterday. Oh gosh, and I missed it. She does a lot of stuff when I'm at work. As you guys well know, I have like an 8 to 5 kind of a working schedule, and that's Eastern time. So it makes it hard for me to see. Sometimes when people post in the middle of the day, I sometimes will see Dave post in the middle of the day. But like I said, I'm trying to do stuff that Dave doesn't necessarily do. I like do a little bit um, earlier pop culture than that, or I'll do something interesting in the news. It just depends on what you guys like to see. Um, like I think I might do one on one of my favorite baseball players soon, who was one of the first African American players to be playing for the Chicago Cubs, otherwise known as Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub. I really like him a lot. I thought he was a really, really great ball player. A lot of people don't know they had a 377 average with the Kansas City Monarchs, which was a Negro League team. I just love it. By the way, if anybody knows of any books or anything related to the Negro Leagues, because I can't find any or I haven't found any that mean anything, let me know if you've seen something like that. I've been dying to get my hands on something like that. Um, Hello, Kenneth. How's it going? Mr. Dan, how's it going to you too? Yeah, today's just a laid back kind of day. I was thinking about doing some, people in pop culture, and I was mentioning that one of my favorite baseball players was Ernie Banks. So I thought I would definitely do something on him. And he's my all-time favorite baseball player of all time. And long story short is, everybody knows, at least everybody in my real life, work life, everybody knows that I'm a professional baseball fan, mostly Cubs, even though they win once every 100 years. That's just how I roll. And I don't expect them to get in the World Series all the time. Definitely not the York Yankees, but what the heck. Um, Mr. Unapologetic Geek, how's it going? How's it going, sir? Anything fun happening? I was giving everybody an opportunity just to say hey and to see what you might want to, hear or talk about. I'm planning on doing a 50s DJ. I'm going to be doing a video for that instead because I don't want to come off, you know, uh, reading and not listening to you or talking to you guys. I just think that's so rude. So I don't always want to do it like that. Let me see. I had some baseball game. Oh, wow. I haven't seen a baseball game in probably, oh God, a good 15 to 20 years already. Living in Tallahassee, we really don't have any major league baseball players or teams here, but the closest one to me would probably be Atlanta. So I think sometime in September the Cubs are playing Atlanta, so I might just go there. I don't know. We'll see if we have enough gas and money and time for all that. Yeah, I remember Rhino Sandberg too. He was pretty good. But there's so many other ball players too that were not Cubs. I really kind of liked Roberto Clemente. I thought he was excellent. It's a shame that he passed away like that. Such tragedies. I'm always into all these like tragedy things that happen. But yeah, he was really good ball player. I mean, do you guys have any favorite baseball players or teams that you once rooted for, even if you haven't rooted for them in years? Let me see. I took my son to see the Cardinals a couple years ago. We're in St. Louis. It didn't feel right to raise a son and not take him to at least one baseball game. Yeah, there's something about going to a ballpark. I'll tell you that. I really love it. I mean, it's just, you see the field and you see the players right in front of your face, and you see the big signs. It's just something about magic of a ballpark. Uh, you like Mark McGuire? Yeah, he's not too bad. Not too bad. Not too shady. Not too shady there. He's real good. I just having I kind of like the old time ballparks, especially like Wrigley or Fenway. Boston Red Sox happen to be my favorite second team, and I also like the LA Dodgers. They're really good too. But I like the fact that Fenway and Wrigley are somewhat similar. They were built roughly around the same year, in the 1800s. I mean, things were just, or was it 1900s? I can't remember anymore. But they were like, I think those are like the two oldest ballparks. Sosa was good. Yeah, he was. Um, like I said, I like the old ballparks. I like the old smell of it. Even if it's bad, I still like it because I mean, you don't see very many ballparks like that anymore. I mean, they're trying to make them all kind of antiseptic and plasticky, and it just don't get me wrong. I do like modern design. I mean, I was uh, I had my minor in college, interior design, so I can't beat it, with a stick. But all I say is there's nothing like an old timey ballpark. They don't make them the way they used to. I've been to Fenway Park on opening day. Oh wow, in Camden Yards when it first opened. Holy Toledo, that sounds great. I wish I could have been there. And your hometown favorite is George Brett from the Kansas City Royals, Lance. Yeah, awesome guys. I tell you, I really love baseball. I miss being back home in Chicago. I live not far from a ballpark. I could literally walk it from my old apartment if I wanted to. It was just a thing to do, and I did a lot of that back in the day. But living here in Tallahassee, it makes you kind of far away, and the only way you could really see it um, is on TV. By the way, I'm kind of upset. I missed for the 4th of July. I wanted to see my friend Joey Chestnut eat about 100 hot dogs in like 2 minutes. I always like watching the Nathan's thing, but the funny thing about it is the weather I heard was really bad, so they postponed it. I wonder if they're going to really make that up or not. That'd be so funny. Hey, Mr. Tug, let me see what you guys say. I have to always lift up my glasses. I mean, these are prescriptions, but I still have a hard time reading. My grandfather used to take me to see the Atlanta Braves when I was growing up. I can't go to a game and not think of him. Going is way better than watching on TV. You got that right. The game goes by so much quicker. People say, "How do you like sitting in those things, in the grandstands or whatever, for like hours at end?" And it's like to me, it's all comfort, especially if it's a hot summer day like it has been these days. Nice cold beer. And I don't care what they say, a nice cold beer always feels real good. And being around other people I know who like the same team I do, But I like all baseball, to be honest with you. And like I say, there's just I have an affinity towards the older stadiums, but the newer stadiums are not too bad. I mean, there's some of them that got all these really crazy electronic things going on for it. I saw one, and I think it was the Cardinal Stadium. There's another YouTube guy, and he does pop culture, and he goes around the country saying things. His name is Jordan the Lion. If you haven't seen him, see him. His stuff is pretty cool. And he showed the Cardinal Stadium, and to me, it was like going to an amusement park. They had like batting cages for adults and children. They had all sorts of interactive designs and a museum inside of it, and all their famous players' numbers that have been retired. And so all I could say is this. If you're ever in the neighborhood, you should really try to get over to Cardinal Stadium. It just seems like, or was it Cardinals? Yeah, I think it was Cardinal Stadium he took them to, or was it no, Cincinnati? It was Cincinnati because he's from Ohio, so Cincinnati is his team. I just like that. Are there any teams you guys like? I mean, besides baseball, I mean, there's a lot going on, but yeah, I really wanted to say there's a lot of fun things, but the thing is, lately it's been so hot, nobody wants to go. I don't know how hot is it by you guys? Has it been really toasty, or actually have you felt any coolness? Because I tell you, here in Florida, it's been nothing but hot and steamy. So I'm constantly headachy all day, but I do the best I can with what we get here. Told you you were on. Oh, I love Thresh. He's a good guy. Yeah, they don't make him like him every day. He's a really sweet guy. I love Robert immensely. He's fun. He's kind of like the brother I never had, and we're both the same age, so we got a lot in common. Oh God, me and him, and then Ian too. Ian's like a brother to me. I'm glad he found somebody he could be with, although I thought it was kind of fast. But hey, different strokes for different folks. People would say that, sometimes not me too. So whatever, whatever makes you happy and you're healthy. That's the main thing. That's the goal. You like you said it was 79 in Kansas City. Man, I would take that in a heartbeat. Sounds really nice. Stan, wait. Oh yeah, slam the thumbs up. Yes, definitely. Give me a thumb up, please. I need all the help I could get, and please share me with other people. I know I'm not exactly, Dave or Ian or Thresh yet, and I don't, like I said, I don't intend to have like thousands of legions of people following me. But it's just, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But basically, it's just nice to have a bunch of people talking about the same thing and things that make them happy. Hey, Jojo. Excuse me, what's up with you, girlfriend? Anything happening up in Wisconsin? Oh my gosh, boy, do I miss it up there. Boy, that's where we used to go to get the hell out of Chicago for a day. Take a nice little trip up to Milwaukee, go to a restaurant and have dinner and come home. Hey, Miss V&A, how's it going, lady? I was just talking to them about Jordan the Lion going over to that field in Cincinnati. I was talking baseball because it is that time of year, and I'm a big baseball fan. But long story short is, yeah, I thought he did a really good job on that Cincinnati when he just did. It wasn't that long ago. Um, I know that he usually takes his grandfather, and so I think that's what he did. So, anywho, Mr. Nibbles, I love that name. Hi, Tom, hungry jerk. How's it going? How you doing? Everything okay with you? I hope everything's going okay with everybody. Uh, I just thought I'd make a chat tonight, just a simple, no frills, no nonsense chat. If you have anything you want to add to the chat, go right ahead. You can even change the subject. I don't really care. Or educate me. Tell me something I don't know. That's why I made this sort of a round table. I don't want it to be all me just lecturing to you guys. I want you guys to actually, come up and tell me stuff too. I am making dinner, so gotta go. Oh, okay. Well, you have a nice dinner and nice to see you again, Mr. Tug. You be good. and make sure you stay cool. Oh gosh. So, anything? Let me see. Hello, time. Are you working? Just listening. Oh, okay. All right. I think you meant to say Tom, but such as Roberts and Ian's and Scott's and anybody who I follow online. You guys know my typing. Right now I'm on my computer, but usually I'm on my iPad because it's just a lot easier for me to see and a lot easier for me to hold. So, long story short is the typing thing is not too pretty sometimes, or spell chat like wants to correct everything I say sometimes. So that really bothers the hell out of me. I'm like sitting here typing, well, I think I'm really cool and they know big words. And sure enough, they come out looking like, one flew over the moon at midnight, eat chocolate. I'm like, what? So, oh gosh. So, oh gosh, Lance. Be good, Lance. Be good. We love you, kid, but be good. Uh, so, anything got your interest? Anybody doing anything fun? Going camping or anything? Having a good vacation or anything like that this summer? Let me see. He's like Chad from Scott's Life. Yes, he is. He's very much like Chad. Tracy wants the word on Thrash. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him, but maybe he's at work. I thought Robert works tonight, so maybe that's why he didn't answer your thingy, your text or whatever to him. Oh, the shirt, still waiting. But I'm not impatient. I can wait. Oh my gosh. So, anything happening? Buddy see any good Sasquatches around lately? I.e., Danny. I like watching his Squatch reports. Those were pretty fun. But yeah, he does some really good stuff. Danny Slayton's also another good one you guys should watch. He's got a lot of interesting things. If you like love a lot of different eclectic things, go to his channel. It's real fun. I like it. I just new Oh, really? Was it good? A new indie movie, and you're just VNA. You're doing nothing but relaxing. Good for you. Good for you. And when does school start again, VNA? Mine took 2 weeks, meaning your shirt. Well, sometimes it takes that way. You know, it just depends on how the shipping is and what the volume is. Nowadays, it's like I just got something shipped to me. It's actually a it looks sort of. This is just so weird. It's another. It's like another tiara, but it's funny. It looks like the Meghan Markle one, but it's not really it. I get like all these things, but somebody sent it to me, and I can't even think about who must have done that. But it's pretty funny. Regardless, I enjoy it. So what the heck? But yeah, I like all that. I never just had the New Yorker from Pizza Hut, very tasty. Oh, okay. So you like Pizza Hut, boy? Where are you, Lance, in the country? What state are you in? Because I have forgotten. I mean, if you're anywhere in the Midwest, all you have to do is cross over. Go. I mean, like if you're like, I think you said you were somewhere near St. Louis, but no. Oh, wait a minute. Are you from Kansas City? Because if you're from Kansas City, then you need to move. You gotta get some home style pizza, and you get some Chicago style. The 3-inch deep dish with all that cheese. Now, that's what I'm talking about. But no, I'm trying not to eat that anymore. It's bad for me. I've got a little frame. I'm only 5'2". Oh yeah, that's right. You're in Missouri. That's what I thought. Bummer. I thought you said you were in Mississippi. See how easy I get confused? I was about to say take a trip to Chicago. Yeah, Chicago style pizza is good. I mean, but like I say, it's a meal in of itself. It's definitely not a hand holding kind of pizza, I'll tell you. You don't flip it over, you can't. It's too much. But yeah, just trying to make sure that, as in life, we're trying to do what we can. So that's how it is. So, any one of you ever been to a Bucky's? I'm just curious because I told my husband instead of anything, in the world or anything that I want. Well, I mean, if we had money, I'd be in like Australia or something. But I told him that I would like to go to Bucky's and check their place out. It just seems so fun. I mean, like, there's so many people posting about this place, and I know people at work who've been, and they say the place is just hilarious. It's supposed to be like this big ass convenience store, and they have like their food section, and then they have like the what I call tchotchkes or knickknack section, and the knickknacks are really funny. And I was about to say, you've been to Bucky's. It's very fun. Yeah, that's what I thought, Vienna. I know you being in Texas, you would have been to one at least. So yeah, I would love to go to Bucky's. I want to take a picture with the Bucky thing and get two T-shirts, and I'd be like, I'd be like a little kid. It's like the Walt Disney World of convenience stores. So I don't know, something like that maybe would be fun to go to. Um, so anybody do anything this summer? Anybody have any barbecues, or do they feel barbecued? Oh gosh, yeah, it is kind of an interesting thing. I don't know which one of you said this. Maybe it was somebody else in maybe Robert's chat, but it is kind of funny that when you go to like now VNA could test this because we both like the same people pretty much. Like I'll be in Scott's chat, with her, and then all of a sudden, like I'll be in my friend or like my online friend Breck's uh, video chat as well, and I'll see her. It's like what Robert was saying. It's like you. It's funny how you go to like another chat, completely different, not even see anybody, and then all of a sudden you see somebody from one place. Then you have to go through your mind, which chatter do I remember? Which live chat did I see that person? It's pretty funny. Well, you have a good night there, Mr. Lance. Go eat some pizza. Have fun. They just opened up Bucky here. Oh, oh my God, $1.20 for gas? Holy crap, that's good price. Lots of good stuff in Tennessee. Wow. Now Bucky's is awesome. Yeah. Oh, so you've been there too, JoJo. I'd like to go as well. It sounds like a lot of fun. It's like I say, it's the adult Disney World. I mean, to heck with the rides, and I'll just show me the crap that you have at the store, and I'll be satisfied. Oh, I don't ask for too much, but like I said, that'd be fun. Um, Going to Orinda Theater tomorrow night for a free movie night. Oh, for wait, the home of CroftCon, and they're showing Clue. Oh, no kidding! You have a great time, Tom. Didn't you go to the Orinda? Yeah, um you met Stephen, and you met Dave up that way, and I think you even met Pat up that way. That's really cool. Pat's really cool. If you guys need to see him, his call. I think he's called the Golden Rage of TV. He's got some really interesting interviews with a lot of stars, and I mean they're really cool. You should check them out, guys. If you haven't seen it, go to that. Go to that. Go to his Golden Rage of television or TV. I think it's one of those two. But yeah, he's really fun to listen to. You met, yeah, that's what I thought. That is what I thought. They seem like really cool guys, and they look like they were having a lot of fun. I noticed that, if I wasn't wrong, wasn't Johnny Whitaker there too? I think I thought I saw him in one of the videos, but I didn't like hear him talk or anything. But I thought I saw him in like in a bunch of people. So let me know if it was Jonathan. They had 120 gas pumps. I'm like, holy stinkies! I can't believe that. But yeah, I mean, so Tom, did you actually get to see? Did you actually get to see Johnny Whitaker there as well with Billy Mummy? I think Billy Mummy was there. That's what I thought. That's what I thought because I was looking through Dave's pictures that he posted on his Facebook, and I noticed that he had pictures of himself there. But I noticed out of the corner of one of those pictures, there was Johnny Whitaker. I was like, oh my god! And he's like probably like him and the other lady, Kathy Garver, probably like the last two alive from that whole entire show. It's crazy. It's a shame what happened to Anissa Jones and how she passed away. Ugh, they die so young. It's crazy, just crazy. That was a cute little show too, that Family Fair. Oh my gosh. But yeah, they're really great. And I like Billy Mummy. Billy Mummy is great. Totally great. Um, he is so fun to watch. I also like Butch Patrick. Butch Patrick actually did an episode of The Monkees, and he was just great. You wouldn't even recognize it was him because he had his hair like brushed forward. It was just so funny. And he was supposed to be like this rich kid. So fun. So fun. Got everyone's autograph too. Dang, I'm envious of you. It sounds like totally a riot and someplace fun to be. If I lived near there, I probably would have gone there too. It seems like a nice little theater. It seems like a nice retro style theater. Like when you walk in, it's got the old timey seats and stuff. I just you missed out at the Orinda Theater seeing Mary Lou Henner and Heather Locklear. Oh, bummer. That's a shame. And those two really did a lot of work too, and they're both people that I kind of respect. They give to charities and they help people out who can't help themselves. Those are the kind of stars that you don't see anymore. Are the ones that give back. You know, that's why I appreciate and I didn't realize this until I was watching like Sunday morning that that they were showing Bon Jovi once, and it was on, like I said, it was on CBS's this morning, and I have a newfound respect for him immensely. Him and his wife, they give back to charity so much, and I mean, whatever he makes goes right to them, pretty much, because he says he's already made his fortune. So he just, I mean, the family, their whole family, are really a good crop of people there. I tell you. Um, yeah, you would think he was selfish, and all this being one of those hair rockers who didn't really think about anything. But he's a really good guy. He's a really good guy. I mean, of all the rockers, there's not too many I have respect for. But yeah, and I know Mary Lou Henner gives back, and Heather Locklear does too. I mean, they don't make these young stars like the way they do the older stars anymore. I'll tell you that. And they don't make the music the way they used to either. I'm kind of like Dave in that way. I mean, I like all the older stuff. I think I'm stuck in a rut because like some of the music I like is from like the 60s and some of it's from the 50s, and I just think about how romantic that music was. Like they say, if it touches you, makes you cry a little bit or makes your heart move a little bit, that's a good piece of music. Definitely is. So anybody got any ideas that they might want to see what we could chat about? Because like I thought maybe we could just have an all and out just chat show tonight, and then like maybe I'll do the video. No, not maybe I will do the let me see. Let me get myself closer to this. But yeah, I want to get that 50s DJ out there because you guys would like him a lot. But let me see. You at Croft and Cron and Sid Croft gave you a nicely personalized pen. Oh, nice. He said he better not catch me selling it on eBay. Yeah, isn't that funny how people say stuff like that? Well, I mean, if you are, though, you plan on doing something like that, you better make sure those two are not around to get you. Oh my, but isn't that funny how people would do that? I mean, I see people like, was that turning ugly homes into new homes again. And so it's like, I watch these shows either online or on TV. It depends on how I am. And what they do is they flip things. There's this one guy who's online. What he does is he goes to like Goodwill or Salvation Army or any of those places, garage sales. What he does is he finds like all this really good stuff. And then what he'll do is he'll turn around and sell it on eBay. I'm like, oh my God, I've never seen anybody do that. I mean, I just think that is just, whoa, wild. I don't, I mean, I personally, when I go to those, I kind of like, don't think of reselling them, but some people do. I guess it's a way of making a living too. But it's just so funny how people do that. And it's like, oh yeah, these shoes are worth blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, you got them for like $2, and now you're gonna turn around and charge $100 to somebody. And I mean, not to be funny, but like, even if the shoes are in good condition, they've been worn once before. You're gonna turn around and sell 'em for that much. I'm like, good going. I mean, I don't know. To me, shoes, underwear, it's kind of intimate stuff. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. They sell. Wait a minute. Hold on. His daughter came to the kosher restaurant, worked out part time, and had lunch. Oh, that's nice. She was quite pretty. That's nice to hear. I bet you she may be a nice person too. Hey, Mr. Sean, how's it going, sir? How do they even sell it on eBay? VNA? It's like asking me how many licks does it take to get the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world will never know. But yeah, I just think that is so weird. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like if something's been worn once before, even if it's in okay shape, I think that's kind of a personal item. I don't know. Now, like other clothes, I think you could wash them and stuff, but like gym shoes, I mean, I don't know. It just seems kind of funky to me. Although I'm kind of a weird person, anyways. I'm worried about things like that. Like, there's just some things I just will not buy used. Oh, gosh. So, Mr. Sean, what's up with you? Anything going on? Got anything that you want me to do? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to start posting, um, hopefully soon. So it's not just all me chatting. But I'll start to post like little vignettes or little videos about people who I think are cool and or famous, or things that have been brought to our attention that we sometimes take for granted every day. So I mean, what the heck? I mean, that it just seems like that, but I think that's the way I'm going to go. Is I'm going to do it not exactly like Ian, but I'm going to do it kind of formatted, sort of like that, where I do a little video, with me chatting about the person or the thing, and then I'll let that go, and then I'll do a follow up with a live, maybe once a week, and I'll get that the date straight for this live. So hopefully, that Dave and or Robert could join too, and hopefully Ian and his wife could come and see the videos as well. I like them a lot; they're real funny. Ian's a riot, but yeah. So I really enjoyed that. Present Keith a check. Uh oh, Sean Merck me present. Oh, Keith a check. Cute, 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 cute. Yeah, now I know what it means because like sometimes when Robert reads, or sometimes when you see Dave chatting and he can't keep up with all the people, that could be like that too. Or like when you read something out of character and it gets you a little off center. It's kind of interesting. Now I know what they feel like when they do that. Okay, wanted to enter into the record. Inside joke. Yes, I got it. See, that's what I was trying to get at. But me, I'm long winded, so what the heck? Oh gosh. So, anybody looking forward to the weekend coming up? I mean, my work week was really short this week because they gave us Monday and Tuesday off. So we went back to work yesterday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is the entire work week for this week. So I feel good about that. But come Monday, when I'm back at the job for normal hours, it's going to feel like forever since we got a day off. Ah, but life is life. As far as Thresh goes, he works every night but Sunday and Monday. He's finishing up his computer courses like in the new no in the next couple of days, so he should be around more. That'd be cool. Thresh is at work till 1 a.m. tonight. Oh my lord. I'm usually in bed by, by like 8 most nights. God, that's crazy. But then he's in that business. Restaurant business is always busy, and you've always got a lot of stuff to do. I don't know what day it is, laughing out loud. Well, when do you go back to school? or do you go back to school? Did you like win so much money that you're not teaching anymore? I'm just being funny. I'm just being funny. Anyhow, Sean and I seem to appear a lot in a lot of the same chats. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he is a bartender. Ah, geez. Sunday, I finally have my PC. Put it off. Oh, wow, cool. And then you're gonna have it on the floor at your work table. Nice. That sounds sweet. That's awesome. Yeah, guys, I got the hairs cut. I figured I can't take it long anymore. It's starting to get to me. But now, since I've got my fan on, keeping me cool as well as the air conditioning, and it's making my hair kinds of all kinds of flat, so I look like strange Pippi Longstocking. I've noticed that, so I'm playing with my hair a lot. Sorry about that. Oh gosh, wish it was August. Oh, that one. 4 more weeks. Oh my gosh. Time flies, right? That stinks. But hopefully you get some rest in between now and then. And hopefully, you could get some solace before you start hearing all the kids screaming and yelling. Yep. VNA is a teacher, guys, and she's a really good teacher, too. Deserves nothing but the best. These teachers today, I mean, they're something else, and they have to put up with a lot with their administration and all that. I know that my husband teaches at a college level, but we have friends who teach, and they teach the lower grades, and the principals don't want to budge, and they don't want to pay their employees more money, or they don't want to pay for the school. So teachers out of their own pockets have to buy supplies for their kids. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. And teachers should never have to pay for anything like that. Aw, let me see. Let Boris next month. Boris Karloff's daughter will be. Oh wow, 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 3 blocks away from you. Dang, jealousy again. My green eyes are really showing. Doing medication, self care. Oh, the second graders. Good luck for you, kiddo. And take your vitamins now, because I know I would if I had to work with all second graders. Man, oh man, Shevitz, that's crazy. Boy, oh boy, the state doesn't want to give us. Yeah, it sounds like Florida here too. You know, but in my opinion, you guys don't get paid enough, and you don't get compensated enough. Your benefits aren't as good as they could be. They could be a lot better than what they are. But that's my little soapbox theory, and you should, in my opinion, you should be paying for your kids' school supplies. That should be paid out from the school. Back in my day, I don't mean to sound funny and I know I sound old, but they used to give us the workbooks for like nothing, and the hardback textbooks we'd have to give back. But they had a selection of them so that none of us kids would go without. It's ridiculous. And the prices for them now, oh my God. I just hope that one day somebody puts them all like online and gives a good deep discount to people, because this is just ridiculous. Not to mention the pens, pencils, crayons, tape, you know, paste, everything. That costs money. And even some of these parents who don't have a lot, and I speak to a lot of them that don't have a lot, they just can't with all this today. It's crazy. But anyhow, enough of that. Have a link to conversion information you can share. Oh, okay, that's done. Creatures.com in Concord, Florida. Wow. That'd be something to see a descendant from Boris Karloff, knowing that she's out there and all that. I've been sort of watching these guys. They are, well, basically, it's run by Curly's grandson, and his name is Brad Server. I really like, I mean, I know they're loud and obnoxious, but but when they do their chats and they're talking seriously about like their descendants doing things on film or talking about the studios or whatever it is, I find that totally fascinating. I mean, all the stories behind the stories. I've always loved the Three Stooges, don't get me wrong, but now it's really neat to see that they have descendants and people who were born from them, and they tell all these unique stories, like Curly's youngest grandson, who is Brad Server, who runs the channel, has a couple of other guys on there, and they do like Three Stooges reenactments. So Brad Surfer usually plays Larry, and he has another guy who plays Curly. Although Curly's grandson Brad, he does a mean version of his grandfather, but he does Larry instead. And then there's this other guy named Andy who does it, and they are some of the funniest guys I have ever listened to in my life. But I also like the behind the scenes talk. I love a lot of production, and I like knowing what goes on. And those guys are great. I mean, it seems like they really do have a heart, they really do. They showed this one where Brad goes out to see finally his uncle Curly's grave. He never been out there a day in his life, and it was really touching, very touching. And I thought it was one of the best videos I've ever seen. My heart broke for him, and never to actually go visit and see where his uncle is. It's heartbreaking, very heartbreaking. And then there's one where, or, no, then there's one where he goes sees his dad. I think that's the one where he sees his dad. I think I meant his dad. But anyhow, that was really touching to me. It really, really, really is. And they never got the respect that they really needed to. That's just the way I feel. That's just crazy. Um, I heard that there was still, even with a lot of the Jews running the productions and stuff back in the days of old Hollywood, still there was a lot of anti-Semitism, and a lot of the Stooges never saw the residuals, like like his talent guys and all that. They made the money, and they barely paid the Stooges, nor did the Stooges get any kind of respect either. I heard when they were handing out awards that oh gosh, Ronald Reagan at the time, before he was president of the United States, he was president of the Screen Actors Guild, and he totally dissed the Stooges, and that bothers me, you know, and it's just so sad. They deserve so much more than what they got, and the way they died, oh, just horrible. I think was that Curly had like a bunch of strokes. They had one fatal one that took him out, and then who was that? Shemp, I guess, was in a cab or something with his friends, and they were talking, and all of a sudden he sort of slumped over, and his friends were talking to him, and he wasn't around anymore. It was just crazy. Then, of course, there are those stories about the Hotel Cecil that I saw from Scott. And Scott on tape, you guys have to see him. He's like one of the best, if not the best, pop culture guys around. I mean, he goes to the graveyards. He'll go and he'll do true crime as well. He'll do fascinating stories about either his life or where he grew up, or just a lot of fun things in general. Or he'll go to, like, see places along roadsides and stuff. But long story yet longer, he is a very, very cool guy, and he knows his business. But I would say definitely check him out if you like to hear stuff like that about pop culture and things that are a little bit closer to today or yesteryear. He's really good with that. He just did a grave site in Los Angeles. I can't remember the grave though right now, but it was awesome. I mean, he was just visiting random graves, and he does a really good job. His storytelling is very, very nice, and all that. I really appreciate that. He doesn't talk down to people. He talks like he's talking to you right in your own living room. It's amazing, and he's funny, and he's a good guy. He's got a very good soul, and I wish him nothing but the best. So that's what's going on with that. And I guess hubby's looking out the window, make sure it's time to walk the dogs, I guess. And there are our dogs. We have a Chihuahua, and we have a Max. Max is a pug mix. Um, but they call the wild, which means Daryl's collecting. Daryl's my husband, and he's collecting the shopping bags to go walking with them for obvious reasons. So yeah, the Cecil Hotel was very fascinating. Yeah, see, Scott made me want to go there because of all the Hollywood history, including all the crazy murders and crazy things that happen there. I mean, like if they ever opened it up, I would go with a sleeping bag and just go there and see what it was like. I'm not scared of no ghosts. But it is a really cool place. I mean, it's got such rich history, and I hope to God LA does not destroy that place at all. I hope that they could revamp that place into something that's really usable. I know it's near Skid Row, but it is a really interesting and fascinating hotel with a lot of rich history. Same with the Hotel Roosevelt. That's another one that Scott went to. If you want to see that, go to Scott on Tape. He's really good. Awesome. Awesome place to check it out because, like I say, it's got old Hollywood history. So if you're interested in anything old Hollywood, I really am into old Hollywood. So you'll hear me talk about that a lot. Yeah, I would. I mean, some people say that the Cecil is, you know, um, that the Cecil's kind of, raunchy, and it is. I mean, it is a raunchy place, but they also say it's very haunted, and they've got all these interesting things going on with it. That I can't see why I wouldn't want to go there. I mean, it piques my interest even more so. So that's what I'd like to do. Oh, yeah, and the Hotel Roosevelt is a nice place. You've been there before? Wow, I'd like to see what it looks like again. I haven't been to Los Angeles since like 1997. I went out there twice for family events, and it's like, gosh, it's been forever since I've been out that way. But I know, according to Scott and a bunch of other YouTubers who go doing things around Los Angeles, they say you have to kind of get there soon because a lot of those places will be extinct very shortly, which I understand because they built so much over all these really truly landmark places that people only talk about now because that's all they can do is talk about it because there's no history anymore, and a lot of these other places are destroying their past histories too, which is pretty sad, in my opinion. So I know I've been rambling on for a while. I'll be probably cutting this close at probably a 50 of the hour, which means that's another 4 minutes. So long story short is I wanted just to say hello to you guys and see what you might want to hear. The Hotel Cecil is very fascinating. Yeah, it sure is. My dad is buried at Forest Lawn. Oh wow, didn't know that. That's really cool. It got me into old Hollywood at a very young age. Cool. 96 was the last time I was in LA. Lived there from 90 to 94. Cool. Hey, Tim, what's happening, man? How you doing? You got me watching that video that you posted on the messages with your I don't know why, but I'm so attracted to that thing. It's so funny. And the music you used sounds so hilarious. Was that like a Beatles tune or something, man? Because I was laughing my ass, oops, excuse me, off. I love that one. Oh, I'm doing okay, sir. I'm doing okay. Oh my God, that thing was hilarious. See, little Bubby, he's got his own channel and he's so funny. And it's Tim and his son. I think this is his son's channel, I think. But anywho, yeah, I love the artwork they create too. It's. I mean, all I could say is, Jude, you need to get yourself. I feel like I should send you some sketch pads and some real sketch pencils instead of using those, books. I mean, I think you could be a really good artist if you really wanted to be. You can make money on that, good time money too. I mean, you just have to be living on the coast. But long story short is, you are a very good artist, Tim or Tim Jr. or whatever you want to call yourself. I can't distinguish the both of you. I'm sorry, I'm so old and tired and dead. But yeah, I'd say the best thing is art college and lots of art supplies because you have a good sense of of perspective, and then the art supplies as an artist you just can't get enough of it. Hey, how are you, Mr. Collins? How's it going? What is your favorite quality of Dave Sumstrom? Oh my God, I can't even get started. Uh, Dave's videos are really, really fun. I don't care what he does, whether it's with the members or whether it's with everybody out in the world. He is really, really good. I really like that a lot. Oh, he's a Bubby. He's a duck in 16. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. That is so true. Yeah, Bubby's great. His stuff is really awesome. I think he's got it. I really think he does. This is Tim's son. He is a good artist, a very good artist. Like he could do this commercially for a work. I could see this. I could see that in his future. He's really good. I mean, and and that looks like mostly. I mean, I don't mean something, but anybody who could do that stuff just from their head, okay, and not sit in a classroom with a bunch of other pseudo intellectual artists. No, I'm just kidding. I went to art college, so I could speak. Long story short, his work is phenomenal, phenomenal. And I mean, like I say, he could do a real good job at that. Mr. Kenneth, what's going on, guys? Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, thumbs up, dude. So yeah, I like a lot of different things, as you folks could well tell. I'll end this in about 10 minutes. What the heck? Um, but yeah, if there's anything that you want to see on the channel, anything that might hold your interest, anything that you might want to do, let me know. We'll all do it together. I don't see why not. I mean, I know there are groups of people. Now this is crazy. There are groups of people right now on YouTube who are doing lives and they're playing chess together. I mean, like one has their chessboard set up the exact way the other guy has it, and they're just talking. Or there's like a group of people. I mean, like I've seen so much stuff on this. I mean, you talk about people who go live and they talk about like, the manufacturers of wool and how many different breeds of wool you could buy or what you could use. I guess there's something for everybody. So it teaches me something. Yeah, Bubby's cool. Yeah, he's a good kid, man. Can't ask for anything better than that. Sorry, don't know. To say hello. Oh no, now my Siri's coming up on my screen. Go away, Siri. But
Sorry about that.
see, she speaks Australian, by the way. I have her set up like that. Yeah, that's some good stuff. Doesn't know how to. Yeah, she ain't too bright sometimes, I'll tell you that. Like I'll be talking to my friends or somebody at work, and all of a sudden I'll hear it go off on my watch. I'm like, oh shoot. And I don't know. I'm kind of scared of going to work tomorrow because I think I pissed my boss off. Everybody has those days, but I don't think she's gonna get too mad at me. But she's like, uh, anywho, that's a different story for a different subject. But anywho, I'm sharing a little too much. But yeah, I think we could all come up with stuff that's really cool, and as a group, that's another thing. But again, back to Dave's videos, I like how he coordinates his time to try to answer as many questions he can and say hello to as many people as he can. And then I also like the fact that he does his little ads in between to give himself a little break. And I also like his trivia questions, even though sometimes they're hard and sometimes they're not. Now, Robert's questions, sometimes, I mean, like I know the answer, but the way he asks it is like so out of left field. I'm like, what is he asking? And I did terrible on this last one. But then again, too, I like how he does his giveaways. I don't have all that to give stuff away yet, but but long story short, is yeah, it makes it fun. And I'm going to tell you this: back when we were having COVID, Dave Sundstrom. I'm just gonna mention names: Dave Sundstrom, Scott on tape, even Jordan the Lion. I've got Steve and Jim. Steve is the graveyard guy. Got a whole bunch of them that were on like almost every day or every other day. And let me tell you something about staying at home and going online. It's kind of nice because it's like you got friends outside, or you have people with the same interests as you do. So it's not as if you know it's not as if you could get out of the house and speak to people in person. But it's nice to know that you could speak to somebody and talk about anything under the stars, and not feel so dumb about it, or people looking at you like, you like that old show. But yeah, so I mean, it's really really nice to have that, and he does such a nice little job of piecing his videos together, his lives. I enjoy them a lot, and I really hate missing any one of them. Same with Robert and Ian and all of them. They do such a good job. And I'm even mentioning Mr. Breck. Breck is a guy who, a friend, he's a friends with Jordan the Lion, and he was in many of his videos. But I really like him as a person. He's really funny. He's a good guy. He does all these like projects around his house, and by watching him do his projects, has actually taught me how to do some stuff around my little area here, which is nice because I never knew how to do stuff like that before. So he shows you how to do stuff, and he's kind of like a home and hearth kind of a guy, and I appreciate that. It's really nice because you don't see that every day, and like you say, they don't have people showing you things the way they used to, or things should be done properly. It's not that I know, but I really enjoy them. I really enjoy them. Yeah, I hate being ignored too. Dave's trying to help me through. Yeah, COVID lockdown. Yeah, buddy, help me out too. And I was really deathly sick. I was in the hospital for like 9 days. I didn't even know what day it was. But long story short is having those guys on. I mean, just listening to them, even though I couldn't laugh too much because I couldn't breathe too well, I really enjoyed them. I mean, they took me out of my own mind, and when you're sick, that really does mean a whole lot to you. So yeah, and then we had to work at home, stay at home. So I mean, what else can you do? I mean, my husband and I, we do our things. He likes reading his scientific reports on his computer. And he does that for most of the night. He likes history. He likes science, and he likes playing. He likes playing these army games, or these games that are played on hexagons, like little historical games. I don't know how to do that, but he does that. He does it on his computer. So he does his thing. I do my thing, but we're in the same apartment, and I never like to bug him. He doesn't bug me. So we just have a good old time. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to let you guys go. I want to say thank you for spending your time with me. And again, if you wish to put in a comment somewhere, whatever you like to do, just shoot me out something saying, Tracy, do you know about this? And I'll say yes or no. And if you know that I don't know, whatever, we could both work on it together, and we could have a really nice discussion group. And hopefully, we could get a lot more people interested in this discussion group. So please share my information with other people. They might just be available. This was nice, and I like you guys a lot. Like I say, it's you guys in the community of Dave, Scott, Jordan, Steve, and Jim, and the rest of them. The whole lot of them. I mean, if it wasn't for you guys, I don't know where I'd be, because, like, let me tell you something. I'm kind of a social person, and then when you're stuck at home, you can't you can't be. I mean, your husband could only hear the same stories 1,000 times. You could only hear the same stories from him 1,000 times. Then you've got the dogs, and the dogs don't really speak, but they bark. You know. So with that said, is yes, I think maybe I'll do that DJ, and I'll have it ready for you guys to view on Sunday. So hold tight. Things are going to be happening. Again, like I say, I'm new, I'm slow, I'm going to fall on my face a few times. So as long as I know you guys are here to back me up, I'm good with it. Again, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to. Again, I'm not looking forward to having, a huge amount, but if it happens, so be it. I mean, I'm not going to say no, but yeah. So let me know. And like I said, thanks a million to all of you. And you have a really good night here. And hopefully you have a nice day tomorrow and the rest of your weekend and such. Ciao.